was invented to keep track of all the things that they had, they grew, and they sold.
There is a public school district near Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is taking a proactive, student-centered approach to reaching its middle school students. The Kettle Moraine School District is prepping kids for not only high school, but beyond.
We're focused on getting them from the 6th grade year to the 8th grade year through a number of different transitions and more choices by the time they leave here. The school is structured in houses, so each of the grades has 2 houses, a left and a right. Within that house structure there are 3 or 4 teachers, a math science teacher, social studies, and reading and language arts. And those people are sort of like the student's home base throughout the school day. They will leave the house for other classes like Phi Ed and world languages and music. But those house teachers really get to know those students very well, and they form a real caring community for the students in those houses.
This house approach has brought both students and teachers closer in the learning process.
My job as the scribe is to say, hold up, let's all have the same symbol for goat. An excellent educator today at Kettle Moraine Middle School has really evolved into being a facilitator, being a person that is very organized and keeping the kids organized. Gone are the days of being the knowledge master. Gone are the days of gather around children, hear everything I have to say about Rome. Those days are gone. Now it's providing clues, providing things to get kids hooked. Okay, let's add to that one. Alex, every year, it's my 20th year, every year it gets better and better and better. And the thing that floors the kids is when I say, you know, I've learned more from your project on that topic than I knew.
Because you have to create a book. So you're going to be, it's your choice, you're creating the book that you want to teach someone about this topic. I would pick a topic that you can find a lot of information on. The reader's workshop and writer's workshop is really more about choice and giving the kids choice.
In all of our classes, the teaching culture is moving in a way so that the teachers are being, as a group, each looking for ways to have students have more opportunities to do the learning their own way rather than doing it the way that the teacher might have done before.
The arts are also an important part of the learning experience.
So in our district, we're lucky enough that we have music learning targets for kindergarten through 12th grade, and we sat down as a team and developed those. So we know what our incoming 5th graders already know, and we know what our middle schoolers need to know in music to be successful in high school. So in middle school, they can choose a band option, an orchestra option, or a choir option. Our job as middle school music teachers is to prepare those students for the experience they're going to have in high school.
Escribe los números 1 a 7 en los papeles y escribe la palabra correcta. 6th graders will all be taking an exploratory language class, and they'll be taking French, German, Spanish, and Mandarin Chinese for the entire school year, alternating every other day. Gives them an opportunity to see what the languages are like so that they can make a more informed choice of languages for 7th grade.
You're doing the scenario number 1, correct? Project Lead the Way, that's something that we're doing in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. 8th grade's optional, but all 6th grade students get to experience it, and all 7th grade students, and then it actually continues up through high school as well. Definitely emphasizes a lot of engineering and engineering concepts, and not only that, but also using many different things that the students learn in their different classes. For example, even like English, obviously math and science, and infusing those different concepts that they're learning there. Is that science formative?
I think it's tomorrow, but I heard it.
At Kettle Moraine, they emphasize positive behavior.
It's definitely become like a natural reflex almost. Like if you see something lying in the hallway, you're just gonna pick it up because you know it's one, expected of you, and two, it's just like the right thing to do. It's part of being the responsible, safe, and respectful.
We brought PBIS on a few years back, and it was a positive behavior intervention system. And the reason we did it is we wanted to acknowledge the positive behavior that we see all the time in the school. And really we wanted to acknowledge those students that are doing it throughout the school. And so what we've done was we've created a system here for each different area in the school, and we've told the kids, you know, what's the behavior that you expect to see in this area, and teachers then reward students with either tickets or just a verbal response as to you're doing a great job. And the reason being is because we want to see that positive behavior acknowledged.
was very attached to my elementary school, but I think the middle school, I love middle school now.
So what we just did is an experiment, but I want to talk about theoretically.
We teach our students to form questions and then to go and dig deeper.
And write down your partner's eye color.
I just love to see the growth that they bring to the table.
What's happening now at our middle school is a lot more freedom to choose the path of learning. Even 5 years ago, teachers would say, here's the learning we're going to do, here's the path, here's the direction, everybody let's march down that same path. Now I see what we do for our students as providing an open field and open field of opportunities, but generally the students determine on their own how they're going to get through that field of learning, and we're very excited to be in this setting now and provide that for our community here at Kettle Moraine Middle School.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.